Good morning, Unity of Payson. I'm delighted that you're here with us for Unity Payson, but I also say good morning, Interfaith Community Spiritual Center was always also with us as we join together in this Mother's Day service this morning. I am so grateful that you're here. And as we begin, I'd like us to take a moment to still our bodies, to still our minds, to still our emotions, and just find that sweet spot of the center. Notice your breath as you come to that place of quiet and we join together. God of all goodness, we are grateful. We're grateful for the opportunity to be together this morning, and we're grateful for this Mother's Day. Especially we are grateful. Let's start with Mother Earth. Mother Earth that nurtures us, that sustains us, that inspires us. We are grateful for Mother Earth. And then those mothers who have been there for us physically in our lives and have guided us, have comforted us. We think of each of those mothers right now, and even those mothers that have passed from this physical plane. We honor and appreciate them at this time. There are those who have played mother roles for us, or perhaps we have played mother roles, whether we have given birth or not, whether we're woman or whether we are man, but we've played those nurturing roles and we honor ourselves in that process. So again, today we are grateful to be together, grateful to join together in an expression of oneness, dedicating to the honoring of Mother in our life in all the ways that shows up. We are grateful, and so it is. Amen. So to all of us who are gathered here, whether from Unity of Payson or from Interfaith Community or some other community, but just joining with us today, you are part of this community today, and we're grateful to have you with us. And so I say, welcome to Unity of Payson, and Manny, I'm going to give you the honors of welcoming and unmute yourself, if you will, just speak for a moment. There you go.
Welcome. Welcome, Interfaith Community. We thank you for being here. Welcome, Payson, too, Unity of Payson. We're having a good time. We welcome you. We love you. We bless you, and you are welcome here. Yes. Oh, man, talk about Zoomer Boomers. All right, cool, huh?
Great.
Blessings.
Thank you, Manny. And speaking of Zoomer Boomers, let me just take a moment. There's a little bit of business housekeeping here for you. If you're a little bit new to the technology, we want you to be as comfortable as you possibly can, realizing that there are always things that come up that we don't understand. But let me just fill you in on a couple of things. First of all, we are also recording on Facebook Live at this point, as I mentioned a little earlier. So that recording will be available on Facebook Live if you go to the Unity of Payson Facebook page. So as you are here, you may notice in the upper right of your screen that there are view options. So you can, well, I don't know if you can see them right now, but with the slide up, but you can have a speaker view or you can have a gallery view. So you may switch at your choice between them if you'd like to have a better view of all the people that are on the call here that are joined with us here this morning. If you'd like to interact with us, a couple of ways you can do that, even though we don't have the mics on at this point. There is a chat that you will see at the bottom of your screen in the toolbar, and you can chat by just typing in a greeting or a blessing or a comment pointed toward everyone or pointing towards someone individual. If you've done that before, you may be able to do that a little more easily, but you can try it out anyway. There's also a place down there that gives you a place to react. You can give a thumbs up, you can clap for us, doing that without sound, but that gives you an opportunity to interact a little bit. And then later on, as we do gratitudes, if you have a gratitude that you want to share with all that are joined this morning, when you go to participants at the bottom of the screen, you will click on that and bring up everyone who is on the call. And by your name, if you click on it, is an opportunity to raise your hand. And we will recognize you and unmute you and allow you to speak at that time when we're expressing our gratitudes. Those are just a couple of the things. We are, again, welcome you from both of our churches, both of our communities. If you need more information, you can go to the website for either community and send us a comment or send us a note, and we will certainly respond to you to be able to get you all of the information that you need. So when we're at Unity of Payson and we're there in person, we have this slide that Thomas put up for us, and we say this now because we can't hear you. You can say it with us in the quiet of your home. So to everyone who is here for either the first time or just here to be with us this morning, we say welcome, and together we would say, we love you, we bless you, and we welcome you. Thank you. So we are going to take advantage of those interfaith community musicians again. And Jim Sorensen has an opening song. So sit back and listen for just a moment as he performs I Am With You.
I am with you. I am with you. I am with you. My child, you have
We can't hear anything you're saying.
Thank you. I forgot to unmute myself. Appreciate that help. Say we are grateful for all of the events at Unity Payson and also at Interfaith Community. And so we'd like to just mention a couple of those things for Unity of Payson. We had this last week morning coffee. It's something that we've instituted every weekday, a time to get together, read the daily word, just reflect on it and be with one another and stay connected as a community. A wonderful time. We invite you to join us if you can. There's also our book circle, magnificent, that we've been engaged in. 3 of 4 weeks have been completed. And the 4th is yet to come this week. And for our Friday midday meditation, again, a wonderful time that we've started recently to be together just in contemplative mode, but with one another as one. We began an Intender Circle, which we'll speak a little bit more about lately on Saturday. We're grateful for that. So Manny, tell us about some of the things that have been happening at Interfaith Community, and we'll be grateful for them as well.
Well, we're grateful for the meeting from the women's group yesterday. They met yesterday and they will continue to meet. So we're really grateful for that because they are extremely powerful. We know that and we affirm that too. Also, our prayer chaplains are working overtime. We're getting so many calls for prayer and it's just awesome. We pray and pray and pray. We're also at 8 o'clock at night. We're grateful for all of those that join us in our 8 o'clock prayer because we're feeling the energy stronger and stronger every day. We've been doing this prayer since March 15th. And we've been doing it over and over, and the energy is just very powerful. So we do that at 8 o'clock, and we've got people from all over doing the prayer. So it is incredible. We also want to thank Peter Schumann for the videos that he shot for us, because they're wonderful videos. Also, we want to thank Fabio. I can't pronounce his last name, I'm sorry, Fabio, but he's shot some wonderful videos that will be coming up. We're really grateful for that. And we're grateful for our community because they are awesome.
Thank you, Manny. You remember to turn your mic on. That's great. That's a good start. So we're also grateful for this technology, the technology that allows us to meet together and to be together, even in a time we can't do so physically. So that we're grateful for. But I am guessing that there are some things that you individually have on your hearts that you're really grateful for. And we'd like to welcome you to speak of those for this time. If you would like to raise your hand, we will note that and unmute you and have you just speak to us for a moment about something that you're grateful about from this past week or this particular time. What are you grateful for? Take a moment and reflect on that yourself. And if you're able, please share with us. And I see that Donna has her hand up. Donna, would you go ahead and share with us?
Yes, thank you, Neil. I am really grateful for the willingness of Reverend Julianne and Reverend Manny to participate with us on this service and for Neil's efforts to bring that together. And I hope we have many more of these opportunities. Thank you both. Thank you all three.
Anne Marie, I see your hand is raised and I'm unmuting you. Please go ahead and share with us. I see we don't have you unmuted yet. If you can unmute yourself, please.
I have it unmuted.
Somehow you're still muted, Anne Marie. If you can try one more time, please.
Is that better?
Yes, we got you.
Great, thanks. I'm very grateful for some help I got from a fellow author this week. I was floundering around trying to get my book that I'm working on into the format right. And she just graciously came over with her gloves and mask, and we worked on the formatting for this. So I am eternally grateful for that person. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne Marie. I want to mention something that I'm grateful for. Already mentioned it, but I want to say it one more time. And Teresa, if you want to chime in, if you have gratitude about this too, I am just really grateful for our book circle, which has gone so well, and we've been able to meet together heart to heart in a wonderful study. I am grateful for that. Um, Teresa, do you have a word about that at
I
all?
do. I'll say, for me, it's been the same. It's amazing. The facilitation of Book Circle is such a gift to me and such a blessing. I'm really grateful for it. It's encouraged me to start getting up and walking a Camino every day. I've been
Yeah.
hiking it. I get up and put on my boots and hike and meditate as I walk. It's lovely. It's a great book. If anyone hasn't had a chance to see it, it's The Art of Pilgrimage. And if you read it on your own and you want my notes, let me know, because I've been sending out emails with notes. But thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Rick Hinkie, Rick, if you unmute yourself and share.
Hi, everybody. I just want to express my gratitude to my fellow board members and so many other members of Unity of Payson for supporting our search for a new home, which I can report to you is done. We're in the process of moving this Wednesday. I see flurries of activity from Kay and Tim and Anne Marie and Roseanne and Tom, et cetera, as we pack and prepare for the movers on Wednesday. So we hope sometime down the road, we'll be able to welcome you all physically once again. But what a treat to be able to work with all of our friends today and continue to meet on Zoom. So thanks all, and we're excited about the future.
Thank you, Rick. Is there anybody else that would like to share with us a gratitude that they have? I'm looking for a hand raised. If not, just energetically send that gratitude out into the universe. We'll get a little bit of a taste of it somewhere along the line. So I am grateful that we have something at both Unity Payson and Interfaith Community that is such a support to our community, and that is our chaplains. Unity is based in meditation, meditation, and affirmative prayer, and so we take that very, very seriously, and our prayer chaplains for both of the communities take that seriously, as Manny mentioned. We want to continue this opportunity for us at Unity of Payson. If you give us your prayer request, we will take that into prayer with our prayer chaplains for 30 days and then forward it to Unity, Silent Unity, where we'll be prayed for another 30 days. So please do let us know of your prayer needs. And on the screen right now is a telephone number for both of our communities. And if you call that, it will be a confidential line. If you leave a message or if you talk with us, we'll be able to confidentially channel your prayer request to our prayer chaplains so that we may pray with you during this time. And if you'd like a response personally, please go ahead and put your contact information so that we may get back to you and speak with you. And thank you for that. I am told that we missed one from Lindsay, a chat that she wrote, a gratitude that she wrote in the chat to everyone. She says, I'm grateful for extra time in my day to really study A Course in Miracles. And we're going to hear more about that Course in Miracles from Rev J, I'm sure. Thank you, Lindsay. So while we move on, at Unity of Payson, we've been following the Unity themes for this year, the annual themes, and the theme for the month of May is I live in a world of wonder. Curiosity is the theme. And so our services will touch on that for the rest of the month. Curiosity, I live in a world of wonder. But today, this very special Mother's Day, our speaker is Reverend Julianne Lewis. Of course, probably everybody knows you, Rev J, but we're delighted that you're here with us and with us jointly today. Your title is Memories of Roses, and we'll look forward to that. That's coming up real soon. Before that, as we normally do at Unity of Payson, we will read the daily word and just share on that a little bit. Manny's going to do that for us. Manny, I'm going to hand it to you.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Unity of Payson, and thank you, Interfaith Unity. It's a mother's blessing. I'm honored to do this. I honor all mothers and am grateful for their love. I bless my mother and am grateful to her for the gift of nurturing love, whether my mother is still with me or has passed on. Her love still lives in my heart, and her wisdom continues to inspire me. I am grateful for the many ways my mom has blessed me. I also feel the deep appreciation and tender affection for all those who have blessed me with the selfless gift of motherly love. I would not be all who I am without them. Though the living example of mothers in my life, I pass along the blessing of a mother's care and devotion as I embrace opportunities to share an affirming thought, an encouraging word, a smile, or a simple act of kindness. I honor my mother and all mothers as I share the love of God that never fails. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. Proverbs 31:26. My mother, her name was Erlinda, loved flowers. She loved roses. She was a rose herself with a few thorns. Beautiful lady, just wonderful, just awesome. At times she had tough love, so tough that it was hard. She was stubborn, I was stubborn. We often butted heads and she did not approve of my actions. She was stubborn as I was. Anyway, there was times where I'd come home with a broken nose, a busted lip, 2 black eyes. She was not happy about that. I realized this was a problem. And I realized that it was not her, but it was me. I forgave her, but I realized I had to forgive myself for being the son that I had been. She demonstrated love by actions and generosity. My favorite every birthday was German chocolate cake. She made sure that I had the biggest piece with lots of frosting on it. I mean, lots. It was great. Also carrot cake, okay? I can't forget that. While in college, she would make me goodie bags of tamales, bean burritos, tortillas, and German chocolate cake, since the food at the dorm was very fattening. She would even send me tortillas over the mail until one day the tortillas came out a little green. So we had to stop that. Mom believed in education, so she made us read. She taught us mathematics too. Before we went to school, we knew the times tables. So she was awesome. She often read the Bible to us too. My favorite was Goliath, David and Goliath. And I still read that to my sons when they were little. But anyway, Mom believed in service. She was an awesome woman in many ways. She loved to cook for the family. She taught catechism. She sang in the choir. She prayed rosary twice a day. She was a wise woman with whom many folks called for support. She was a compassionate person who gave and gave to friends, family, and community. She was the barrio wise woman, informal counselor. Yes, she believed in God and shared the love of God with all whom she knew. At the end of days, when Creator was near her, she would cry. And I would ask her why she was crying. And she would say, I feel the joy and happiness of Creator. It's in my heart. And I feel the blessings of my family, and it's in my heart. And I will be leaving soon. She still shares with me her love. Her love of roses, I remember my mom's love for roses. She had a whole number of roses planted around the perimeter of the house, as well as flowers, lots of flowers. There were yellow roses, red roses, and pinkish white roses. She loved the fragrance of the rose, watering them, loving them, and talking to her roses so they grew. Early February of this year, I went down to visit my dad in Ajo, Arizona, and I sat with my dad in front of his house. My dad's 90 years old. In the garden was a rose bush with one yellow flower. Nothing was blooming, and I remember thinking, what an odd time for a rose to bloom. It is too cold. The rose was my mom's favorite color and favorite rose. I understood my mother was sharing her love again. Thank you.